What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at Aspas's inform. Obviously, he has been out for quite a while, and I believe the new team of the week should be out by now. But I thought, you know what, we'll still do him. Obviously, with going away for the week, it's kind of through the schedule in a little bit of a whack, but I'm trying to get at least one video out each day until obviously Friday when we get back and we can get back on that grind. We've got a lot of players coming in. If you've been following my Twitter, you'll know that obviously I did another base icon pack and got Cannavaro. So that's another exciting player to go through. And in general, the team's looking really nice. I'm starting to build it back up again after Black Friday's league upgrade SBCs just, I don't know, they drove me over the edge and I decided to really put in a lot of my gold players, pretty much most. So we're back on the grind with that. But anyway, we're looking at Aspas's inform. Obviously, he does have a Scream version as well. That one is currently going for 116k on the Xbox and a 120 on the PlayStation. Relatively decent upgrades in comparison to the 86, but obviously you are paying probably around about 95k for that upgrade, and all he'll have is 6 more pace, which is actually really nice. Shooting wise will be exactly the same. He'll have 9 more passing, 1 more dribbling, 1 more defending, and 3 more physical. For me, the 95k, I like the pace element of it, but the fact that he has no more shooting, for me, I just don't think that 95k is worth it, because the 86 inform is currently costing around about 23 to 24k on both consoles because of obviously the Team of the Week upgrade and everything that's been going on, the Black Friday, what have you. They're all low. They're all going to be insanely low because the supply on them is absolutely, it's just enormous. You cannot outsupply this inform card this week. He is going to be low for quite a while, and to be honest, until probably quite a few more weeks, I don't think the value of them are going to go up much, mainly because, like I say, the massive supply of them and the massive supply of untradeable versions of him because of the Team of the Week SBC is going to be huge. So that's always something to look out for, but you can stock one in your club. He is good for SBCs as well. Obviously, anything that's requiring like an 85, 86, or 87 in form, that is a nice card to pick up for a very, very cheap amount. Looking at his stats then, we've got a 3-star, so already not the greatest of starts. Obviously, I like 4 to 4. He's 5'9". He's right foot. Oh no, he's left footed. He's 5'9". Like, oh, I said that already. He's got a high defensive work rate and a high attacking work rate. Work rates for me don't really matter too much, and especially with the custom tactics, I just don't see it being too much of an issue. Pace wise, like I say on this card, it's 6 lower than obviously the screen card, but it is 2 more than his normal 85 card, and it's coming in at 80 rated, 82 acceleration, 77 sprint speed. That again can be completely wiped out with a hunter, turning him up to an 89 rated pace and a 92 shooting from his original 86. Finishing wise, we've got it at 90, shot power is 80, and attacking positioning is 88. So again, I think that personally could do with the work of a hunter. That would turn it up to a 92, which would turn him up to only an 87 rated striker, which again, it all depends on what you want. You could go with a hawk and turn him up to an 88. Sniper would do quite well. It would turn him up to an 88 as well. Same as Deadeye. It all depends on what you want. I think for me, Aspas is relatively decent already. Even without a hunter, I still think he bangs the goals in. Obviously, this card is not going to be a FUT Champs card. It's just not going to be. He's not good enough for the teams that people have got right now. And I think that's just already the standing step for him. I believe he's more of a fun card. Someone who you play rivals, squad battles, objectives. That's the sort of card this is. He is not the ultra competitive striker. And for 24k, I don't expect to get a striker at this stage in the game to be able to play the top level for you. Obviously, you can still play fun with him, and that's something that I think I'm trying to make sure that I do in FUT Champs and try and do in FIFA in general. Is I believe we've all kind of gone away from the full element and gone straight competitive, and it's, yeah, I agree with it because obviously we all want the best of cards, but as well I'm trying to make sure that I am still having fun with the game and actually using quite a few different players. Obviously with player reviews that always helps, but I do like to try different teams, see what works, see what doesn't, and you never know, you can get someone like Walker who's just an 84 into your club, and he could definitely play in FUT Champs. So there's going to be players out there that definitely can compete with the top end players and not having to spend masses and masses amount of coins for them. Looking at the rest of his stats, 78 passing overall, it's very average at best. 80, what is it, 80 vision, 81 crossing, 80 short pass. It's all average there, I think, for me. Dribbling wise is not terrible. Balance is its lowest at 72, but he does have a nice 88 agility, 86 reactions and ball control, as well as composure, and 87 dribbling as well. Heading accuracy is 80, 72 stamina, which is relatively low, 60 strength, which I'm kind of expecting from him, and only 67 jumping. So for me, I think the card has got a lot of work to do. I do think that he's going to be one of them ones that realistically you're gonna have to wait for a few more versions of him for him to be meta useful, because apart from maybe a few decent shooting stats, and yeah, dribbling's relatively nice, passing's very average. Obviously, the physical stats of him again is very average, and I think that's something to always consider with this card. Is that yes, he may be nice to play with in division rivals, but don't get that kind of fooled with going into foot champs with him, as I think he would just get totally dominated by Virgil, Nesta, Cannavaro, all of them sort of players, Ramos, PK, Eder Militao. I think they'll just have him in his back pocket all the time. That being said, I did enjoy this card, and I think it's one of them ones, especially linking up with Canales. I think they definitely did really well together. Is that they just had a bit of fun with it. You can see the passing, it's the 1-2s, it's the cheeky little movements. You'll see him making the ball, making the pass, and that's what I like with him. Like you'll see, I think the ball goes into his feet right here. Managed to get that shot off. No, in fact, it was my right winger went for that. But you'll see him constantly making them runs. Look at these passing. It's absolutely fantastic to see from them. And yeah, it may not go in every single time. And I think that was a pretty good turn, actually. That one actually does manage to go in. And you see he's managing to do moves. He's managing to find space for his other players as well. And that's the one thing that I did like about him, is it wasn't all about the goals with him. Even though he definitely could score them, I felt like he was great at assisting as well. Even with the kind of low to average passing, he was still managing to find other players in the box and really make a difference to the team. And that's something that I will always take on board with these sort of players. So going into the overall review for him, personally, I do think he is better than Jose, the inform, as you can see there on the left. But I don't think he's quite as good as Griezmann, Suarez. You could even go as far to say as Benzema's got the technical ability better. I think Benzema is actually a really nice on-the-ball striker. If you can get him on the ball in front of the goal, he will score goals. When it comes to running, he's more of a centre forward. He's more of an assisting player than actually the goal scorer in that kind of element. And I think with La Liga, we're getting like a nice bulk of players right now. There's a lot of special cards going around. There's a lot of decent upgrades. Obviously, we are getting the Player of the Month as well. Messi has won the Ballon d'Or, so we could be seeing something for that. And then obviously, Team of the Year is right around the corner after Futma. So we have got a lot of things going on right now, and we are going to be absolutely covering them all. So definitely stay tuned for all of that. Going on to the value for coins, I do think probably right now it's like 9 to 10 out of 10, something around about there, because 24k for an 86 inform that doesn't look like it's going to be dropping or going up anytime soon. I think that's a decent value for him for investment, for SBCs, or for just playing with him. Getting an 86 rated inform for 24k is a really nice price, and definitely would kind of recommend you to go pick one up. Even if it isn't for playing him, it most definitely is for SBCs, anything like that. It's something that you definitely need to do. Foot champs wise, I'm giving him a 5.5. Like I say, very, very average when it comes to it. And I don't think he's going to make anyone's team as of yet, unless you really don't have anybody in your club. I think it's very easy to make over 20k and easily get a striker that's worth your money, as I think that for me is the first position that I'd upgrade and really spend the big bucks on. Obviously then you work backwards, and then more than likely you're spending a good 400-500k on a Virgil van Dijk for your centre backs. But the attacking role is always the first in everyone's team to go up, so I think that personally already sets the bar that you'd probably already have someone a little bit better going up front in your foot champs team. And an overall of 6.5. I did think he's a nice striker, but is he going to be in the meta for the game for very much longer? Probably not. Never know, he may get another version of an inform, or maybe a special card. Obviously already having a scream and an inform, hopefully his next version is going to be an 88 plus. That would actually make him a little bit more usable, and we will cover him that little bit more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. And sorry about the camera, well, the voice, because obviously I'm recording it from my laptop until Friday we get back. And then we get back to our normal schedule and really pick up where we left off. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe for more content with the bell button on, as we are so close to 5k. I think we've just hit 4,301. So keep it going. 700 to go, and we're going to absolutely smash it. See you guys